Hey, Jai here, and today I want to talk to you about how resistance training and increasing protein can transform your body and health and speed up your metabolism. First, I just want to quickly introduce myself. As I said, my name's Jai, and my wife, Kate, and I have been personal trainers and weight loss coaches for the past 14 years and mostly work with women over 30 who have busy lives, wild hormones, weight gain, and want to get their bodies and health back on track. And we're here to help them get it all back in alignment again and start feeling and looking great. And we've been through it ourselves. As you can see from this picture here, we both went through a transformation where we improved our health, we lost a lot of weight, and we kept it off. Now we're in our 40s and we are the fittest and healthiest that we've ever been. And we're using the system that we teach to our clients, and it lasts basically for the rest of your life if you can stick to it. And most people can because it's sustainable. So that's why we're here tonight. We're here to share our secret sauce to toning muscles, slimming down, and giving your metabolism and hormones a reset so you can reach your ideal healthy body weight and stay there long term. So let's go through these steps where we can make that a reality for you. So the foundation is resistance training. So toning and shaping your body means changing your body composition, which means having less body fat and more muscle. Resistance training burns body fat, it builds muscle and bone density, and stabilizes hormones, making it the most effective exercise to see physical changes, particularly when you're over the age of 30 and those hormones do start to change, the metabolism does start to slow down. So you can see here two of our clients, Chrissy and Marie. These guys followed our resistance training program, no cardio at all, just resistance training program. And then we're monitoring their diet, their macros, protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And the results are amazing. So Chrissy lost 19.4 kilos following our plan. Marie lost 10 kilos and continued on to do even better. And this is the type of transformation that you can see when you follow this plan. So, what actually is resistance training? Well, it's moving your body in its full range of movement with added weight so that your muscles are lengthened and contracted under load. But there's a lot of myths around resistance training. And one of them is that resistance training is dangerous. And it's actually the opposite of dangerous. I think it's actually dangerous to not do resistance training because when you're doing day-to-day stuff, let's say you're moving house and you're packing boxes and moving books and furniture and things like that, if your body isn't conditioned to be able to lift heavy weight under, and be under in a loaded phase, then you're way more likely to injure yourself. But when you're continuously doing resistance training, you're training your body and you're training the movement patterns to be able to move your body effectively whilst under load in a safe way. And that's one of the biggest benefits of resistance training. Another myth is that resistance training makes you bulky. And as you can see from the previous slide there, these girls did not get bulky from resistance training. The opposite is what happens. You actually tone up and you slim down and you get smaller. And if you just think about, like, a lot of people think, guys, they lift weights and they get really bulky. The thing is men have about 100 times more testosterone than women, and testosterone is a precursor to building muscle. And the other thing is that a lot of these guys that are really big and bulky, they take anabolic steroids and they take growth hormones. And why would they do that if it was easy to get bulky? If being bulky would happen just after a month of doing resistance training, all of these guys would not be taking anabolic steroids and risking their health to look a certain way if it was that easy. And then the other myth is that resistance training makes you gain weight. And as you can see from this image here, we've got a photo of 2 kilos of fat and we've got 2 kilos of muscle. And you can see the difference in volume. So 2 kilos of fat takes up way more space, way more mass in your body, making you look bigger and appear bigger, even though you might weigh the same as somebody who has less fat and more muscle. But that person that has less fat and more muscle, even if they're the same weight, they're going to look way lighter, slimmer, and more toned and fitter because muscle is denser, it's smaller, even though it's the same weight. So that's why you wouldn't gain weight unless you're not tracking your diet and you're not, um, and you're gaining body fat at the same time as gaining muscle. That's when you would really gain weight. But the thing is that the more muscle mass you produce in your body, the more fat you burn because muscle helps your body to metabolize fat faster. So by the more muscle you have, the slimmer you actually get. And so, how do we get started with resistance training? Well, the best way to get started is 4 30-minute workouts per week. or more. And this is what we found works best. And the best way to get started if you're completely new to this is just start at home using body weight resistance. You can then progress to setting up a home gym and getting yourself some dumbbells and some different exercise equipment so that you can create more load in each exercise and get greater results. And then you can even go that next level, go to a gym where you can use their weights and their machines. And that way you can really scale up your training and you can really get very, very amazing results by, putting your body under that load, creating that resistance as you're training. If you're looking to get some equipment for home, I recommend using Facebook Marketplace. It's a great way to just pick up cheap weights, and they'll last forever. A lot of people buy exercise equipment, it just gathers dust, and then they sell it, and it's never been used. So you can pick up some really good deals, and you can get some like brand new equipment basically at a discounted price. And this is two more of our clients, Sam and Sandy. They both lost 10 kilos each. And you can see, as I was saying, you don't get bulkier from doing resistance training. You shrink and get smaller and you metabolize your fat better and you slim right down. And that's exactly what's going to happen for you as well when you start to take this approach and do less of the cardio stuff. You can still do cardio. There's nothing wrong with cardio. But if you're doing cardio as opposed to resistance training, you're just not going to get the results in the time and just in the way that you can get from resistance training. It's just so much more effective, which is why we promote it so heavily. So the most underrated exercise of all is actually walking, and steady state cardio is a companion to resistance training and has been shown to be very effective for fat loss, toning muscle, longevity, boosting metabolism, and improving your mental health. And specifically, I'm talking about on average 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day. If you can hit those numbers, that's the sweet spot. And that's what's going to get you a really good result. And if you can track your heart rate, you can get yourself into that steady state cardio zone to maximize your fat burning. So here's how you do that. You need to work out your max heart rate. So your max heart rate is 220 minus your age. And to get into a steady state cardio zone, it's 50 to 70% of that maximum heart rate. So I've used myself as an example here just to show you the calculation. So you can get your calculator out and you can do this as I go through it. So 220 minus 43. I'm 43 years old. So that equals 177. So my maximum heart rate is 177 beats per minute. So I take that 177 beats per minute and I times it by 0.50. And that will give me 50% of my max heart rate. And for me, that's 88.5 beats per minute. And to get to the top end of the steady state, which is 70%, I do the same calculation with 0.70, and that gives me 123.9 beats per minute. So I can say that between 89 to 124 beats per minute, that puts me into that steady state cardio zone. If you don't have the tracking to do that, like the heart rate monitor or the watch or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just walk like you're running late, and you'll most likely fit into that steady state cardio zone. The other thing is hydration. So we need more water than you would think to slim and tone your body. And for most people, we're aiming for 2 liters per day. But to get a closer estimate, it's 35 mils per kilo of body weight. So the calculation is 0.035 times your body weight in kilos. And any water retention will disappear completely when you're drinking over 2 liters. And you'll find for most adults, it's going to be over 2 liters. So 2 liters is for like a 57, 58, 59 kilo person. So really, it should be a little bit more than that. So that's why it's important to actually get your personal calculation done. So this will also improve your digestive system, which plays a major role in your ability to burn fat and lose weight. The majority of your weight loss happens via your bowel movements. So a huge red flag is if you're not regular in the bathroom. So let's talk about protein now, because this is another huge factor. Protein is an essential macronutrient. Your macros make up your calories, and there are three different macros. So there's protein, there's carbohydrates, and there's fats. So protein, 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrates equals 4 calories as well. And 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. Protein has the highest thermic effect, which means that your body burns more calories to digest protein compared to carbohydrates and fats, making it the best macronutrient for fat loss. So protein's main role is to repair muscle tissue and cell repair of the entire body. So when you work out and you get those sore muscles, protein speeds up that recovery so you can keep going. So there's many benefits to protein. Hormone production is one of the big ones. Protein is necessary for the production of insulin, growth hormone, and thyroid hormone. And an adequate amount of protein intake ensures that the body has the building blocks to produce these hormones. Another one is that it balances your blood sugar. Protein helps to regulate blood sugar levels, which is essential if you're over 30, as insulin resistance and blood sugar imbalances become more common as we age. Another thing is that it supports menopause because protein helps alleviate menopausal symptoms such as hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, all by supporting hormone regulation. And then the next thing is thyroid function. Protein is essential for thyroid hormone production, which is critical for metabolism, energy, and mood regulation. And thyroid function has become a big problem in the last, say, decade or say 15, 20 years in a lot of people, particularly women that are over 30. So how much protein do you actually need? Well, the short answer is most adults will require between 80 to 120 grams of protein daily, but it's best to get a more accurate number. So we're looking at roughly about 30% of your overall calories in a day should be made up of protein, 40% carbohydrates, and 30% fat as well, for a total of 100% of your calories. So you can see here two more of our clients. Nikki, she lost 14 kilos. And what we did was we got her on a resistance training program. We didn't worry about the cardio. We just added in walking. We increased her hydration and we got her onto the macros that she needed for her specific body. 14 kilos down. That's post baby as well. Both these girls post baby. So Jeannie lost 20 kilos. She's one of our more recent success stories. And same thing, tracking what she's eating, going to the gym and hitting the resistance training, upping the water, reducing all of the sugar and all of the snacking and things like that. And this is the type of results that you can get. So it doesn't matter if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s. It doesn't matter if you've had babies. It doesn't matter if you've got endometriosis or if you've got any kind of issues. You can really make a big difference when you follow this system. So let's transform. If you've been trying to figure out how to get your body to burn more fat easier and improve your overall health and longevity using our tried, tested, and proven method, we have a special offer for you today. So it's our 30-day slim challenge. So we created this 30-day program designed to transform your body. It speeds up your metabolism and it just turns you into a fat burning machine. So when you have a proven system that works, you're taking all the guesswork out of it. So you never have to doubt if all the hard work you're doing will pay off. You can just stay focused, follow the process, and the results will come. So in 30 days together, here's what we can do. We can implement a resistance training program for you that you can do at home or in the gym that's customized for you. We can set your macros and your calories to match your ideal body weight and your body shape. And this is specific for every individual because it's dependent on your height, age, weight, gender, activity levels, a whole bunch of different variables. And we'll coach you each week with a 30-minute coaching call to break through any plateaus that you might stumble upon until you hit your goal. And we use our private app to track everything. We manage your workouts, your diet plan, your progress tracking, everything through our private app to make it super simple, super easy for you. So we have a one-time offer that we have available for you guys. And the total value of this program is actually comes to $997. But we have a mates rates discount, which is usually $197. But today you can join the program for just $97. And you can invite a family member to join you for free as well. So we've never done this before, but we're offering it for you today. And the way that you can take advantage of this offer is by going to our website at www.sq1fitness.com.au/30days-slim. So if you write that link down, go to your browser and go and check out that link, and that will take you to the page where we'll give you more details on our program so that you can join and we can start working on you hitting those goals. And we will customize everything right down to the fine tune, how many calories you need each day, how much protein you need, how much carbohydrates and fats you need, what type of resistance training you need to do. We'll just lay it all out for you and make it super, super simple. So we're doing all the heavy lifting so you can go to the gym and do your heavy lifting.